Now that all the teams are on video game status, well, you're back to some reasonable football.
And the reason I started us recording this mailbag now is because I actually have a story associated with Le Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, they played one of those.
Yeah, they did. You didn't like it.
I only watched a bit of the fourth quarter, and it was
defensively oriented.
Yeah, but not really. I'm not sure if was the defense really that good, or
it felt like it to me because the rushes were actually. I thought the front alignments and the calls for passing downs were terrific on the defense side.
You know how you win football games? With the best quarterback, with great receivers, marvelous safeties, and no, you idiots. The 9 people up front.
Right.
Either your offensive line or defensive front wins you the game. After that, everything is so much cheese. Heads.
So I really
so you really
enjoyed that part. I just thought the defenses were playing out of their minds. I thought they played well,
but again, it's for most of the game. It seemed like the offensive lines were like playing in beginner mode.
It did, but that's why I thought the defenses were so well coached. Because I mean, at this point in the season, your offensive line is fairly well set, unless you're injury riddled going into the Super Bowl.
True,
and then you're just screwed.
But I'm just looking at the offensive lines at time looked inept. Now, is that because they weren't as sharp off the ball early on? Because then you would see a play that you go, they just stuffed that play, and now it got 9 yards. So yeah, maybe it was a defense. Maybe it was, I don't know. You see so little good defense anymore.
Well, it was terrific, and I really liked that one running back from Seattle. Where he could get around the corners when you thought there's no way they're going to string him out, and man, he has wheels.
Whoever they had sealing the outsides at time, and not every time.
Yep.
But whoever they had sealing on the outside, the tackle, and I'm guessing a tight end.
Yep.
Man, when you could tell when those runs broke because you had one guy to beat.
Yep. And he beat him. And it was like first down.
I know what you want to do in those situations. So,
same play, first down. Same play, first down. Same play, 9 yards. Well, he's not trying.
That would be my wife's entire coaching philosophy.
Until they can't stop it.
Why would I do something else? Football used to be like that. Then it got pretty
complex. This is from Yahoo Sports.
And the bottom line is, ladies, if you're not a football fan, it's not that complicated. They like to think it is. They like to.
Oh yeah.
Everything. Once the play starts, there's only so much you can do.
Yep.
Everything of sneakiest, spyiest is before. Linebackers up by the line of scrimmage, running back or wide receiver in motion, blah, blah, blah. It's all show and tell once the play starts.
Yeah.
Now that's how you find out how good a defense is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the Vikings are pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand why people want to make Flores Pope, but hey, I mean it's a very good defense.
Yeah.
Because you have to have not only very physical you have to have smart people.
Yep.
And they have to be really athletic. So you can't just go to Walmart and find them.
I saw an interview with Jason Kelsey, and they were asking him, they were talking to Alex, who was the quarterback there for a while, Alex Smith. And he said it was early in the kid's career. It was like his second year, and we had a play where he did a shallow in and then busted out, and we hit it for big yards. And so late in the game, call comes in, we're going to do it again. Okay. Same setup, same everything.
Yep. And
Kelsey takes off, darts in, and the cornerback sits on his outside shoulder. Yeah. I think I've seen this before.
Trust me.
So what is
I don't know if you've been here for the whole game. But they tried something like this earlier, and I was very annoyed.
Yeah, I'd rather have him catch it over the middle, thank you.
So I'm just going to stay right here.
Yeah. And then Kelsey, what does he do? Well, I'm not cutting out.
Just you can't.
He's there.
Yeah.
He just took off across the field. And Alex goes, and I don't know why, but I threw it at him.
Well, he kept
big yards.
I don't want to disparage Mr. Kelsey, sir.
Yep.
But Travis has lost a step.
Oh, he has. He's not a young man anymore.
And I am not trying. And if so help me, I didn't like Taylor Swift's music before this. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he's in love, engaged, and apparently he pulled off a spectacular engagement.
That was cute.
A spectacular ask.
Yep.
Which, of course, everyone gets to see now.
Okay. That's whatever they do.
That's weird.
I just find them to be cute because they are absolutely smitten with each other.
That you can see.
And I think that's lovely for them. I'm very
Because
happy.
I've already seen the weird connection of couples and you go, really?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Mm-hmm. And some of them works great.
Yep.
And, you know.
So speaking of the Super Bowl.
Were we?
This from Yahoo Sports via Jessica Thompson.
Is that how we got here?
That is how we got here.
Wowzers.
Regarding the $180
I wish I had a tracking algorithm for this.
Super Bowl burger. Did you even have a look at that thing? Because
I did not. I'd heard of it. I didn't even hear of it till the next day.
Yeah.
When one of the guys on the sports thing I read, which is going away very soon because I just can't stand the politics they throw into it.
Oh. Yeah.
He says, so a friend of his tried the $180 something or other, and he thought, man, $60 at best.
So, well, Yahoo Sports, and Jessica was smart enough to spot it, asks the question, how exactly do you add enough ingredients to a burger to make it a total of $180?
Well, you put $150 worth of gold.
Right.
And make it look like cheese. Just lay it there. It's not going to melt. It's not going to get that hot.
The burger in question.
They take out the gold and it's back to, $4.99.
Burger in question called the LX Hammer Burger. You can't touch this.
They should have called it the Mjolnir Hammer Burger. That would have been more fun, and you'd have got all the geeks.
I'd have paid for one of those.
I would too, just to keep it. Right? As it keeps, it would be a collectible.
You could Mod Podge it.
And in a few years, people would wonder about you. What's that? Well, it used to be.
It features a bone-in beef shank, a roasted mirepoix demi-glace, whatever that is.
It's a demi-glace.
Okay. Well, then that makes sense.
If it was like a full-on glaze.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a demi.
And blue cheese fondue that cascades down the burger on all sides. All of that sits between two brioche buns.
Still waiting for how that adds up to 180.
Apparently, there is some evidence the finished product actually looks like a burger.
Really?
And I will concur. I saw it.
So it did look like a burger.
You can't eat it like a burger.
Well, I wouldn't. That bone-in part is going to be a bear.
And that beef shank is pretty freaking big. Culinary icon Guy Fieri might
just a hunk of cow and say, "Okay, this will work."
There's some
take out that leg portion.
Speculation that Guy Fieri might describe it as a toxic waste dump in Flavortown. But keep in mind, Fieri does have a dish called trash can nachos.
He does.
Yeah. But that $180 for the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
Burger.
I usually trust Guy's taste buds.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've eaten much of anything he's ever,
Yeah. Well, I've had some Guy Fieri recipes and they're delicious. He's good. He's good.
And he's a little wackadoodle, which is what I like about him.
And I like the finger food aspect of so much of it.
Nope, I like the wackadoodle part most.
Did you run across any stories you liked?
I only saw one headline that took the glimmer right off of what's been a reasonably fun Olympics, except for the idiots trying to explain their politics at the Olympics. Who cares?
Our women's teams are doing some incredible work there.
Well, let's see. We got a silver in the mixed couple type curling thing, which we've never done before.
Right. And
How'd the men do after telling us how bad it was in Minnesota? How'd the men do? Women were looking good last I saw, but I didn't get to watch anything.
We got gold in one of the cross country things.
Really?
Skiing. Yeah.
Us?
And the kick at the end is amazing to see because these guys are exhausted. This is just the last meters, and our gal with the kick at the end looks like a world beater. She just did a great job.
And didn't we get a gold in the bobsled? In the one woman bobsled?
We may have
we did.
Four-man.
I saw the nice lady there in tears, and they tried to interview her. It's like, leave her alone for a minute. She's still trying. She's got, in every Olympic she's been in, she's won a medal.
Yep.
And this is her fourth. She's only not won a gold.
And here it is.
She was there, and her little kids came flying out, and it was just, yep.
The one-man, four-man men's bobsled team looked pretty good there. You didn't see it.
I did not.
At the start of a run, they take off, and they've got a good kick. They're going. And the driver jumps in. The next three try to pile in. A leg gets put where it shouldn't. The next three pile out. And the driver is taking the ride all by himself.
That's not good.
No, because he can.
There's a reason they have the four men.
Yeah.
It's because there's a weight thing.
That and
now you're driving a pickup truck down an ice slope
with no brakes. What does the last guy do?
Use the brakes.
Yeah. So this guy pilots it down when he gets into the straightaway at the end, jumps up, scoots his butt back and yanks up on the brakes. And everybody was thinking, he's going to bail. He's going to bail. No, he's not that stupid.
Well, bailing would be, there are worse things.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like hitting whatever's at the end, because I've never seen the end.
Oh, remember when it did that back in, what was it, late 60s, early 70s, the men's bobsled team? Yeah, they hit the end.
And they had a berm in front of it.
Yeah, it was bad. Those poor guys were.
It was no big deal.
Oh.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got the women and Canadians.
Yeah.
In the hockey thing, which honestly, over 30 years of rivalry.
Yep.
And how many every year? What is it? 20 years now? 20 something in the Olympics.
Yeah.
They have never disappointed in a game, really. There's always been a part of that game where you go, oh. And I expect fully the same tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay. Well, good for them.
Well, that'll be fun. Of course, by this time, when you're hearing this, we already know that the Americans won, and that Canada has since decided to disband their women's team, because if you can't beat Americans, what's the point?
Exactly. They're going to send them all to Jamaica.
And we missed out on the best, because the early days when no one watched women's hockey because it wasn't available on the channels.
Yep.
And there was no Olympics.
Yep.
So you had college and after college ladies playing for their countries in a few tournaments through the year.
Yep.
That's when the rivalry got started. It was a little toothy and naily there for a while. As in biting and pounding with nails. There are a couple of brawls, which you see so much of in women's hockey.
Yeah, which seems odd to me. Ow, crap, I broke a nail.
Women are at least smart enough not to take their helmet off.
Right? That's the thing that kills me. Anyway, I went looking.
They don't throw gloves down and they don't take their helmet off. Let's just go. God made us as hockey players.
I went looking for short stories.
Oh, wait, I got to start.
Oh, okay.
This is the headline I woke up to. Olympic athletes promised fresh stock of condoms on Valentine's Day after the village runs short.
Isn't it nice that they're concerned about love?
Are they?
Okay, they're concerned about lust.
Yeah. And the spread of STD.
A man left his AI bot alone on a new social network.
Hang on.
Okay.
They're grown freaking adult people, mostly.
Yeah, sort of.
I mean, even if they're like in their 18 or 19, it's the Winter Games. Aren't they usually 18, 19 at least? I mean, except for, gymnastics, but that's the Summer Games.
What do I know?
I'm sorry, but the idea is they're adults. They should probably be able to handle their own birth control methods if they're going to go, Full
Pointing
scale.
everything that moves.
What he said.
And then they wouldn't pack any clothing.
And they'd have no room for their equipment. I'm just picturing a couple of the old equipment guys from like the Vikings or the North Stars going, what the hell?
Well,
why bounces. Am I carrying 2 bags of...
I could dribble it.
Oh, we're terrible.
A man left his AI bot alone on a new social network for agents called Moltbook.
Oh, huh?
Moltbook, Moltbook.
Yeah.
Overnight, the bot founded its own religion.
Of course it did, because what else would you do?
Called Crustafarianism.
Does it have? Is there a Simpson tie in here?
I don't know. It wrote scriptures. It blessed a congregation and started evangelizing. Oh, while the owner was asleep.
You know,
I want to be a Crustafarian.
I want to be like in a cave where I don't get any outside information at all.
Oh, and this last one, you may have seen it going around social media. It's a boxer who got hit so hard.
His spirit separated from his body. I saw that in the Avengers.
You're close.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was his hairpiece.
Oh.
Mid-round.
And the worst part is he wasn't wearing a hairpiece.
Guy punched his hair clean off.
Well, at least you got to know he worked the neck muscles good, so all right.
Here's the good news.
Jesse Jackson died?
Jesse Jackson did.
Okay, go ahead.
The guy didn't lose the fight, but they figure he lost about 15% of his aerodynamic efficiency and 100% of his dignity.
Easily. Yep.
And you got to see it. You got to find it, Tony, because you're seeing it from behind. He's getting punched in the face, and it's starting to, from behind, you're seeing it go flip, flip, flip. It's just, Off to the commentary, or unless you have another story.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
All right.
It's an Olympic thing that just annoys me to no end.
Go ahead. You can do an Olympic
thing. Well, it's just when you read some of the comments after stories about the Olympics, especially when you're talking hockey, right?
Okay.
There's much U.S. and Canadian sniping.
Oh, sure. And the Canadians always snipe really hard and then say sorry.
Excuse me, but they don't anymore. Because these tend to be more, if you hold out your left arm and you see the last pointy part of your arm.
Yep.
Go about 6 blocks past that. Anyway, so it gets kind of snotty at times. Usually it's fun.
Yeah.
But then one of the guys, somebody who obviously I'm guessing was either from Sweden, Germany, Norway. Why do they even have a women's hockey in the Olympics? It's only 2 teams that can play. Okay, first of all, that's not true. I thought Switzerland put up a heck of a game against Canada.
That's what I saw in reporting.
And the U.S., although the score got ugly, it was 2-0 for the longest time until late in the third period when we, scored 4 goals in under 4 minutes. But hey.
But stuff like that happens when the other team starts to get tired and
how do you
it does happen.
How United States women's hockey got 2 Canadian levels? They didn't start there.
Mm-hmm. They had to play hard for a long time.
And everything gets refined through time.
Yep.
The guy, I can't think of his name now. They call him Robo, W-R-O-B-O, Robo. Robletsky, sorry.
Okay.
He for a few years coached the men's national development team. So the guys you're seeing on the Olympic ice for us, a lot of them he coached there and worked with there.
Okay.
And of course, he's now going to be coaching the women in the gold medal game.
Nice. Good.
So he's kind of got his handprint all over this thing. You know how you got to that point?
Working really, really hard.
A lot of years of hard work. And even who's our she plays for the Frost now. She was invited to the NHL's speed skating part of their drills once. And
think about who you're asking.
Oh, Kendall Coyne Schofield. She's also part of the Frost, which is why that's kind of embarrassing.
Okay.
But what she described, she said, what you don't see, what we don't see, are the hours of film work and diagramming and the whole work process behind what finally gets to the ice for practice.
Yep.
And he does that every day.
Yep.
You know, that's how Canada built their teams.
Well,
they got people to play.
Yeah.
They found good coaches and made sure they coached.
Well, we presume Switzerland's doing the same thing, and we presume the Nordic countries are doing the same thing.
And again, it's going to depend on how much they care about the game as a whole.
Yeah, that's
really.
True. Yeah.
But a lot of it's going to depend on do the girls want to play hockey?
Yeah.
Because in this day and age, if you want to, there's a way to find it.
Yeah, and I think it's terrific.
There are still some of the women on the Olympic teams now that they grew up playing with the boys.
Yep.
Until probably their high schoolish ages.
Mm-hmm.
Because there comes the point where the physical difference is not good in hockey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Although Kendall Coyne looked pretty impressive when it was an NHL All-Star weekend. She was invited once for their speed skating part. I think that opened a lot of eyes.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so now Norway had a big meltdown over something on the hills. And they said they shouldn't have hockey because only two countries are involved.
Oh,
yeah, well, so we shouldn't have the Nordic stuff either because, Norway and Sweden win most everything. So
yeah.
What do you room?
Apropos of Target horses, naked boat thieves, and samurai evictions.
Wow, we had a full and eventful day.
And this is True Really News, episode 1038.
This is Jessica.
From Janet, no relation to Cooper.
Oh, Cup. I'm sorry, Janet, I really am.
And somehow we got to talking about Mel Brooks and somehow Spaceballs showed up in there.
How could we possibly get to that?
And her quote is, Spaceballs is all I could think of when Mel Brooks teleported onto the ship with his head on backwards. I'm like, why didn't anyone else tell me I had a big ass?
In your dark moments, does anyone ever think of what happened to all the people who tested the transporters on Star Trek?
On the top, go ahead.
The number of, and how did you explain that to their next of kin?
They ended up as goo somewhere out in deep space. On the topic of influencers, they only influence me to put my foot up their ass.
The vast majority.
Yep. Janet, you are one of the team.
Yep.
Now, let's see. This is apropos of... This is True Really News episode 1039.
Wow, we're almost a tax form, dude.
Right? Execution for espresso, the illegal history of coffee, that sort of stuff that we went through.
Yeah.
And somehow we got
the caffeine shows, we like to call it.
We got onto the UN is not known to be truth lovers, she says, which is Janet.
Yep.
No relation to
Cooper Cup. No, I don't even need you for the whole bit anymore.
When the UN is not known for being truth lovers, free speech and all that, right? Don't trust the UN, really.
Never have.
Yeah. It's okay to have one, but
actually, it's fitting now that they're in New York.
But it's okay to have one. It just shouldn't be running sovereign nations. It should be saying, "Hey, look, we think we should do this."
Hey, but it identifies as sovereign nation running entity, so you can't really argue.
So does the EU. When does the war start?
Oh, I think the EU has proven its worth.
Wow, are you right? And on that bombshell,
thinking they have.
Moving on.
God bless them, everyone.